Welcome to Traveling with AAA. I'm your host, Angie Orth, and I'm back today with award-winning travel journalist Sheeka Sanahori. We are diving into 5 essential tips for first-time group travelers, from navigating group meals to capturing great photos. You'll learn how to make the most of group trips. So let's start with number 1. Traveling with people you don't know can be exciting and also feel a little uncertain. What is your best advice for feeling comfortable with so much social interaction?
It's going to be different for everybody, right? Yeah. My tip that I give to everybody is to go into journalist mode. And this saves me a lot, even when I'm not working, right? Is to think of, a handful of questions that you can ask pretty much anybody at any given time, just to break the ice. And then from there, you can decide, how much you want to share about yourself, or how much you want to keep asking other people questions about themselves.
Truly.
So yeah, I like to think of a couple of questions, even if it's just something simple like, hey, where are you from? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to this place before? Mm-hmm. Things like that.
Okay, number 2, what is your best tip for finding downtime for yourself when you need it on a group trip?
Yeah, I think it's really important to communicate with a tour guide or whoever is leading your group trip. And, just make sure that you communicate what your needs are, because nobody's going to have a good time if you're miserable, because people can tell. People can tell if you are not enjoying yourself, if you sprained your ankle or, whatever it is. And so just make sure that you're communicating what your needs are so that you can have the best trip that you can, so that everybody else can enjoy their trip too.
What is your best advice for people with dietary restrictions? How can they prepare in advance to make sure they can enjoy local cuisine without feeling like they're missing out?
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to the group trip organizer ahead of time, just to make sure that they can accommodate whatever it is that your needs are. And also, but ahead of the trip, if you've booked it and you're like, okay, I'm feeling good about this, and you book the trip, it doesn't hurt to remind them before you get there as well, just to make sure that once you are on the vacation, that you're able to eat and enjoy yourself and have a good time and not have to worry about whatever your needs may be.
Okay, this is a good one. For people who love taking photos, which is like all of us now, right? What is your strategy for getting iconic shots when you're in a group of 40 people?
You got to fan out. It's so important. And so you can either stay ahead of the group. Maybe you're right there with the tour guide, or even just a little bit ahead, or you're way in the back to make sure that everybody's out of your shot. And then, if you can kind of hustle and catch up after you've gotten that shot that you were really after, you just have to decide, which way you want to play it. But you definitely have to kind of dance around the movement of the group. But I feel pretty good about what I got on my group trip. So I feel like, it's worth the dance that you have to do. Yeah.
It can be done. You just have to be intentional about it.
You have to be very intentional and think about it ahead of time. But also what's nice for those people who like to be in their photos, because I'm often not able to be in my own photos unless I'm taking a quick selfie or something like that. But when you're in a group trip, you can always ask somebody else to take the photo for you. So that's nice. Kind of nice too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, because then you don't just have pictures of buildings or whatever. You actually get to be in the picture with the cool buildings.
Proof that you were there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My mom always said she doesn't want a picture of a landmark. She wants a picture of me with the landmark. Yeah. So even to this day, I always want to be in the photo with it.
I love it. Yeah.
Last question for you. If you could give first-timers one piece of advice that you wish you knew before your first group trip, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to go. I was not sure about what I was getting myself into. And I found it to be a wonderful change of pace. Okay. So, yeah, just give it a shot. You never know what you'll end up enjoying.
And here's a question. Do you stay in touch? Do you and your son stay in touch with anybody you met on your trips?
No, we don't.
No, really? Okay. Hey, that's okay.
We had a great time with some of the people on our trip. And we were even invited to like some cookouts afterwards and things like that. Yeah. But yeah, we haven't really kept in touch. So I know, unfortunate. Maybe on the next one.